Now what we want to look at is called the manual exercise. It is also known as the cutlass exercise and was written by Henry Angelo for both the broadsword as well as the naval cutlass. So, as you can see, this system is fairly versatile. The manual is simply a series of cuts and parries or guards, and they correspond with one another. So, when you give a cut, you're going to respond with the parry that you would use to deal with that cut. Begins with hanging guard. I'm going to cut the head and then parry the head. So that's the St. George guard. From here, you're going to use a cut number 2 to cut at their right cheek. Then you're going to use an outside guard to parry that cut at the right cheek. And a cut number 1 to cut at their left cheek, and an inside guard to parry. Then you're going to cut at their right side. You're going to use an outside half hanger to deal with that. Then cut at their inside, so cut 5, and an inside half hanger to deal with that. Now you're going to cut at the leg. Now we don't block cuts at the leg in this system, so we shift the leg. So you're going to go to a St. George to remind yourself to shift and move that sword out of the way. Normally you'll make a counter cut here, but we won't in this case. From there, you're going to cut at the wrist. That's a cut 3. And then simply shift back and lower that tip a little bit into a half circle guard, and that's how you deal with a cut 3. So, and then you'll go back to sloped swords. So what we'll do is a little bit faster and more fluid. And so this will take some practice for you to get to understand how to, or your muscles to memorize it and get to do that properly. So we're at a hanging guard, cut to the head, defend the head. Cut 2 to the cheek, defend. 1, defend. Cut 6, defend. Cut 5, defend. Cut the leg, shift. Cut the wrist, shift with a half circle, and sloped swords. And that is the manual exercise.